You can make like 6k with one region. Commandment that you should put is the one that gives 10% research and winds of magic changing upwards. Additionally, for your major regions, you want to prioritize all military buildings, the money-making building Weave of Time, and Lost Athenium to get more grimoires, research rate, and more income from all buildings multiplier. Now, for minor regions, you want to always, of course, have a port if there is one. If there is a port, prioritize the money-making based building, the Weave of Time, and the Warp Length that gives you income from all buildings multiplier. If you have a resource building and a port building, prioritize the resource building over the Warp Length to get grimoires. And if you have a resource-based location, you prioritize the Weave of Time, the Warp Length, and the resource building. If you have a region that is a minor region that does not have a port or a resource building, replace the resource or port building with the moment of potential to increase your Iridescent Horror's hero capacity. If you have a major region that has a resource building and a port, you will have to replace some buildings in the building structure. Still prioritize the Weave of Time and Lost Athenium for the income from all buildings and magnitude increase in income. The resource building will be there, the port building will be there, and you'll prioritize getting Doom's Hold and Cult of Change and the Soul Grinder based building so you can decrease global recruitments for time for Lord of Change and Soul Grinders and still be able to increase the hero capacity of Chaos Sorcerers along with Cultists. What you will give up in turn is the Iridescent Conflagration for the Burning Chariot, and you'll give up the Iridescent Horror based building. Additionally, there is a structure by which you want to build your major building. If you notice, there are two nodes, two columns by which you build them. The right one is good for economic and control and growth purposes, and it makes it cheaper to build infrastructure buildings. Note that infrastructure buildings are up to tier 3 or 4. And then the leftmost node or column is one that helps with military purposes, defending the location, improving Zinj adjacent corruption, and reducing recruitment costs and construction costs of military buildings. Note that military buildings can reach all the way up to level 5. So what I would suggest is, as you're building up your buildings, right, your infrastructure, I would start with the infrastructure one to build up the Weave of Time and the Lost Athenium up in level. In fact, once you get to tier 3, you can switch this to the military one, as you will lose the economic benefit or construction cost reduction of building the tier 4 of the library, but then you can start building all of these buildings as you get to tier 3, 4, and 5 and open more build slots. But in turn, you'll save a lot of money because these are 5 total nodes of military buildings, and you in turn can have 4 of them reaching all the way to level 5, which can cost up to 7,500, and this is actually with the 25% discount. This building, for example, costs 10,000 to build. Anyways, that is it here. I really want to thank you for watching, and I hope to see you on the next one.